How's it going, everyone? Tim here, TRD Adventures. Hope everyone's all well there. As always, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. So on the table today, we have the new high-low chassis from Brazin RC. Here we have it here in carbon fiber. Now this is the 2023 high-low. The original high-low dropped in 2021. And the high-low kind of just hit the ground running when it released. Very aggressive chassis. It kind of really started that forward-based chassis design, that wave that just kind of took over, and you're seeing a lot of chassis start going to forward-based design. Brazin Scale also has another forward-based design with their mullet chassis, but they've made some changes to the high-low that was previously released. They changed up some belly here, gained a little more clearance, shortened everything down, and then worked here on the back half as well, changed up some geometries and kind of cleaning everything up a little bit. So definitely excited for this. I do have one of the OG purple carbon fiber high-lows. That is what the kiddo runs for class 3, but I felt the need that I wanted to do a high-low for myself. So, and in addition to this, I also picked up a few of the new high-low accessories. Here we have a Brazin Scale. This is just a tray that's going to go here in the front for accessories if you want to mount any small electronics or a very small battery. That attaches right there, as well as a couple high-low accessory mounts. Here we have a servo winch mount option, as well as an ESC mount for the high-low, and they just kind of go right in here on the side. Also do have these on the kiddos trucks as well. And they work great. So we're going to be basing this high-low with some F10 portal axles here today. Now here on the rear axle, we do have the rear link riser from 1/10RC, and I've also installed the 33/8T underdrive gear from Team Odd6 Racing. Now I'm going to get all of my over underdrive from the rear axle here. And up here on the front, nothing too crazy there. I have shaved and modified the bump stops a little bit just to get a little extra steering out. And then we also have a servo on axle mount from 1/10RC. I do have just the higher top mounted servo mount for now. I am ordering another behind the axle servo mount for this, but in the meantime, this is going to do just fine. And then shocks for now, we are just going to rock some of the 80mm Vanquish S8E shocks that come with the Phoenix and stuff like that. Overall, it's been a pretty good shock. I've had great luck with them in the several sets that I've done, so might as well just have them because I have them laying around, so we're going to go ahead and use them. The last piece of the drivetrain here, we're going to go with the Deluxe Portal Transmission. I don't need anything special or crazy with this build. This is just going to be a fun all-around go-to build. So I don't need to worry about T-case or anything like that, so we're going to keep the platform, the footprint as small as possible, and it doesn't get any smaller than the Deluxe transmission, which is a great transmission. So, and we'll cover electronics as we get everything finished up here. And one important thing with building a high-low is I definitely recommend getting a high-low link kit, either from In The Works RC or Hardcore RC. Those are your two biggest and most common options for custom link kits in our tiny little hobby, so either one of them will get you suited just fine. Like I've mentioned many times in other videos, one thing that really just makes a build go super smooth is the correct link kit, so you're not fighting little links here and there. Mine is complete -1 because I had spun everything and then I set the links down and I lost a link. So there is one random mismatching link in here, but luckily I had a box full of links. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and get some things mounted up and see how it comes along. All right, here we go. Set up. We got the axles, links, everything in there. Went ahead and got the ESC tray there. Went ahead and got the winch mount in there and the brace here. So far, everything looks good. Last little bit here is finished getting the electronics all fitted on there, get the wheels on, and then we can get a body on here and start cutting. So let me just finish up that last little bit. Got the rest of the electronics wired in here, and while we were messing around, I was looking through one of my drawers, and I did have an extra behind the axle servo mount there for the F10 portal axle. So I went ahead and swapped that in there just to give everything, again, nice lower profile. That servo, everything's there. So now I have all that room there of clearance and travel and everything like that. And, everything else just puts that servo back and as low as it can go. So win-win all the way around. So electronics-wise, like I said, we went ahead and got everything finished up. So we're running a Mamba Micro X ESC here, and we're pairing that with the 2000 kV Blackjacket motor from Three Brothers RC. So since it is the Mamba Micro X, I can run that censored. And then steering servo here, we do have a G14 hiding there behind the axle. For right now, I went ahead and just threw a micro servo winch in there, just something to be in there until I get a couple other full-size servo winches in. But this is just the NSDRC, the RS100, and it does pretty good, especially for like lightweight rigs like this one here is going to be. But overall, we got everything finished up there. Went ahead and threw on some Supershafty V3 wheels here with the Tusk tires, and everything there is looking good. And I do have some other shocks ordered that I will swap out here eventually, but for right now, these shocks will do just fine, and everything else like that. But all in all, everything there looked good. And then right here on the table, and you know, we do a little deal, but there's your clearance. That is a full fist of clearance there. And it has a nice, you know, aggressive forward base design, and it does have an aggressive angle to go with it. So overall, the chassis is really good. I said the original Hi Low have on the kiddos truck, and it does crazy. You know, this is also very similar to the mullet that I run, but the Hi Low is kind of, you know, the OG when it comes to forward base chassis designs and stuff like that. And then as far as body mounting, nothing fancy. I just took some body posts and I just simply mounted them to the frame rails. And then for the body, I did pick up one of the Lily bodies, and I picked one up while they were all in stock, and we had that in there, all nice, little bit of aggressive cutting on there. Overall, I think it's going to look good. And then, you know, top view of the Lily body, everything there looks pretty good. I was definitely interested and excited to get a hold of one of these bodies. I've seen one, seen them pop up around. I was like, you know what? I really want one of those. So I snagged one. I should have snagged two of them as well, because honestly, I really like it a lot. And then again, here in the front, we do have that brace up here in the front. So I got my receiver mounted to there, and just a small spot, and I run just super tiny baby, like 450 battery. So that'll go right there for right now in case if I decide to make some sliders or something else like that. But honestly, I think it's going to do just fine. We have it all done and ready to rock and roll. I was supposed to wait on this build until after I got back from the Rocky Mountain Regional, just because I wanted to wait, you know, something to come back to and have a nice little build, but I have no self-control, so we built it. So its main voyage will probably be in Colorado at the regional at some point, whether we're just trailing around or we do any fun side comps and stuff like that. That is probably, this is going to be its first action. So if I don't get any running footage while I'm up there, I'll get some running footage when I get back and do that in a separate video also. And you'll see the body painted in another video following shortly. I'm going to do a quick little walkthrough on how I've been doing some of my anime manga style paint schemes on here, and just, you know, how easy it actually is to pull it off. So hope you enjoyed the video. I'll link the Brazin website down below where you can pick up your Hi Low chassis and then the other Hi Low accessories, or if you have a current Hi Low, if I do recall, all these accessories do fit on the current Hi Low, because I know I have the winch mount and ESC plate on the other ones. Well, in addition to those, they also offer some. They have a very limited run of Hi Low sliders right now. I'm actually not sure if they are still in stock. There was a very limited run just to feel the market for them and stuff like that. In addition to the Hi Low, Brazin as well offers many different chassis, everything from some SCX10 compatible chassis to the mullets and everything else. So definitely lots of good chassis. Always check them out. Great stuff. Great group of guys. Definitely really excited to get this one out and have some fun. So again, like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, everyone, have a great one. Crawl on.